Hi, ladies. Happy Thursday. Yes, today is Thursday. Okay. So I want to come on really quick and show you how to navigate through the lesson. I know there were some questions, and I also know that it can be confusing. So I'm going to go ahead and review that with you. So I have my book, right? And when I open my book, okay, it's the introduction lesson, right? So that is our intro into it. And then right after that, we're doing lesson one questions, okay? So that is what we did last week. We read the notes for intro and we did lesson one questions. Now, what may be confusing is that we did lesson one last week. We talked about it in discussion, and then we came to start a new week, and it says lesson one notes. Well, why are we reading notes when we've already done lesson one? And that is because after we complete a lesson, we then read the notes on that lesson to solidify the word. It's almost like before moving on to something new, we're able to make sure that we have a clear understanding of the word and the scriptures that we read in the previous week to help navigate us and almost like catapult us with confidence into our next lesson. So remember, if we were in person, we would meet together and listen to the lecture together for that lesson. We would then go upstairs and separate into our group for discussion and discuss that lesson. And then we would go home and read the notes on that lesson and prepare us for the next week. So I'll give you another example. So what we just discussed yesterday, we finished that, right? That was lesson one. And so we're starting a new week today. So what I did yesterday, and I'm just sharing what I did, when we finished our discussion, I listened to the lecture. Then I had time last night to go ahead and listen to the notes for this week. The notes for this week are God creates all things for his glory, BSF lesson 1 notes. So what it did was the notes for this week are going over what we discussed, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 through 25. Now I have a clear understanding of all those things, creation, what happened, those 7 days, more emphasis on the light. We discussed about that and had some questions about the light, the separation of day, what it meant by God saying it was good, how I can apply that. And now I'm like, great. Now I have a clear understanding as I start the week. And so now I am starting lesson 2. And that is what is going to take me these next 6 days until we meet again on Wednesday. And then we will discuss lesson 2. So I hope that makes sense. I know that it can be confusing. You're wondering why the notes are after the lesson, but really the notes for that lesson are there to help really make sure that you have a clear understanding of the word and just really re-emphasize what we've already discussed. So I hope that helps. Please continue to ask questions. I love the questions. I am here and available for all of you. If you're still struggling with navigating how to fit this into the 6 days that it's breaking down to, I encourage you to reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you on a call and make some suggestions on how it can work for you. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and remain encouraged. Bye.